Hello everyone. I thought I wasn't ready to record anything or to speak to you, but yesterday I found myself talking to myself with no podcast or no recording. So I think I am ready to talk. It's always different when I think about that people are actually going to listen to what I am talking about than to talk to myself when I know this is just going to go into the air and disappear, while this thing is going to stay. But nevertheless, it took me some time again, but that's fine. As long as I keep doing this, and as long as you keep tuning in, hopefully you do. Hopefully you have patience, and hopefully you do find valuable content on here. Even if it's a valuable sentence or 3 sentences, it really makes me happy if you do. And there was so many things happening around me, for me, I guess. I don't want to say to me. I don't want to sound like a victim, but there was someone from my close surrounding, where someone who I used to know, who used to be very close to me, had passed away unexpectedly last week. And even when I say that, it just sounds so surreal. And the one thing I want to say is that what I have been through and my spiritual path, and the things that I was learning about death, passing away, changes, how we exist, why we exist, what we are doing here on earth, what's our purpose, all of those things that I've learned for the last couple of years helped me so much to go through what happened now. I feel really sad. I feel sad is not maybe a right word. I feel numb, a bit numb, but in the same time I feel sort of elevated. And it's because it's really strange and really difficult to explain, but I feel happy for this person to be experiencing what's out there. I think that their soul contract was clearly signed off up until this point in their life, and the first thing that I thought when I've learned about it, obviously after the initial shock, was that, and I felt it, that they have had amazing time and they made their time on earth as much as they could have. And other thoughts I was that they suffering ended. I had this thought as well. It's not that they suffered. This person was not sick. Well, obviously had some health issues, but I don't think anything related with this. And they think this was heart attack, and this person wasn't even 50. So as you can see, it's just very sudden. And what I felt, when I've heard that after a couple of days also, or even hours, I felt the peace, and the peace was within me, but also coming from this person. And yes, there was so many emotions, and basically to do with all the subjects that I was talking about. So the passing and the death, and just certainty that this person is that the spirit, higher self, whatever, that they still exist, and they just peaceful, and they are happy, and they went into other realms and experiencing now just this calmness that they could never experience on earth. This person was had the anger and had the rage in them. The anger and rage that was pushing this person to do things. This person was very active, was quite sporty, had lots of friends, lots of hobbies, and was really liked by people. And in the same time, I don't want to really synthesize them, but I am also saying that in relation to me, which obviously that's what you do as well. When you listen to and hear stories like this, you relate it to yourself and you find similarities of someone else's life, someone else's story, and how this relates to your own story, and what lessons someone else's life and their experience can bring to you, so you perhaps either don't make the same mistakes, or you learn from their experience. I think that's natural, and that doesn't it's not bad or anything like that. It's listening to someone else's story of their life, and yes, they experience. You can then relate it to your own, and you can kind of see how this can add value or enhance your life, if you know what I mean. So that's what I've been also thinking about this person. So I don't want to go and describe everything, but the rage and anger this person had, first of all, affected me and affected our relationship, and added to the relationship that we used to have to the end of this relationship, or completion, from my side, meaning that the rage and the anger was too much, and it was really disturbing my kind of emotional health. But obviously this person continued to do things, and I think learned as well. We both learned our lessons, as you do, but what I felt, and this is very based on my intuition, I felt that for this person, for their soul contract, that was this. They left a very fulfilled life, and they I don't know if I think they will have another reincarnation now when I think about it. But every time I think about this, I just feel peacefulness. I just feel that it's not like this person's spirit was taken by surprise. The spirit kind of knew about it, and that's it. And yes, that's how I feel. It's obviously very disturbing for the family, and for me it was because I spent my young life quite many years with this person. He was a part of my youth, and with him passing, I feel like some of my youth has passed as well. So it's like saying goodbye to some of my younger years. Although now when I think about it, that's how I felt maybe a couple of days ago. Now I feel that not as strongly, that my youth has passed away. I think what I had to do, it just took me a couple of days, maybe a week, retrieve this from him, almost retrieve the memories and make them more mine rather than his and mine, kind of connected. I took my part of this while I was thinking about the adventures we had, the holidays we had, the walks we had, and everything else. I had to kind of separate myself in it and how I felt and why I did certain things, rather than always thinking about it in a connection with him. I was looking at myself as a separate person there, and it really helped me with not mourning for my youth so much, as is the youth has gone and passed, and you know, you always kind of think with a little bit of a little tear in your eyes, when I used to be 18, when I used to be 20, this and this happened. But kind of everything probably, you know, obviously unless you have like a grandma or someone like this that passed away, that was a really big, or a parent for that matter, which I didn't really think about because both of my parents are alive. And when my granddad passed away, he wasn't that big of a part of my life as this person was. So all of your friends from this time, probably the very close friends, you know, they are alive. If they are not alive, you kind of probably know what I mean, is that these people are kind of taking some of your memories, some of you with them. But I think through really meditative walk and meditation and thinking about those moments that you cherish, that you spent with those people, and gently, spiritually, in those memories, separate yourself from that. And that's how you keep those memories still alive with this person, but not kind of not being so sad about it. Maybe if you try it and see how it works. And it's obviously, it's a process, it's not going to happen one time, but I think it really helped me as well to not mourn those memories and still be happy about them, because I am the one who still remembers, and I think that's now when I'm thinking, that's actually what people study. The memory of the person who has passed away is still alive when the people remember this person. So that's how it is. But you're remembering them through you. You're remembering them through your experience, how you have experienced those things. You don't have the other person experience. You could never have that, because they live their own life, they have their own emotions. So the separation while being together, I think, is very important, and actually is important, you know, with people who are still around you. I think I have never done this meditation, but Aaron Doughty, he is always recommending the meditation when you look at the candle flame and you meditate on the candle flame. You look at it and you feel separate from this candle flame. Like I said, I've never had it, but I am aware when I kind of merge with something, or I merge with someone. It's very nice sometimes when you let this happen. Nice in terms of that if you are sharing an experience, if you are doing something together and you don't know where the other person ends and when you begin, something like that. But in the same time, to be you and to experience things through you and fully, you need to be separate, because, and also to kind of to be not safe, but to protect yourself. I think there is a protection there. There's this boundary there. There's like a healthy boundary, so that if this other person, you know, does something that maybe you feel is hurtful, and I think if you are with this person and so close, it's so much easier to feel hurt rather than if you are not so close with this person. So when you are really merged into one, and then this other person does something that you don't feel is whatever, you feel it 100% more if this togetherness wasn't so close. So I just diversed. So yes, I wasn't really, that's why I wasn't really ready to record anything. But like I said, when I started talking to myself yesterday, I was like, yes, I have to record the podcast, because why not? I am saying things that maybe a little bit clever, or maybe helping someone, or they helping myself. So if I am not writing them down, I can always record it and put it out there, and then if I want to, I can go back and listen to it. And also the other thing is, the other thing I wanted to touch up on is what you leave behind in kind of a physical form. So this may be one thing that I will leave behind. When I am not there, there is something that is there from me. Obviously, this person left their possessions and left their hobbies and or the tools that they were using for the hobby and everything like that. And it's quite horrible what I'm going to say now, but I was having issues, or I was trying to manifest and affirm abundance. I was trying to manifest and affirm things that come to me in terms of finances and things. And although I do not know how it's gonna turn up, and I hope it will turn up, and financially everything will come up kind of well for my family, in terms of like this past person's finances. But I don't know. But in the same time, I got a little bit, maybe not scared, but I was thinking about that. I was manifesting those finance, and the finance came through this inheritance, I guess. But it's obviously not how totally not from the place that I wanted this to come, or ever even dream about coming. It's a little bit the same happened to me when I was really, really manifesting not having to work in the office, and not having to come to the office, not having to deal with my manager face to face and things like this, and just really wanting to change the work environment and things. And that's when the lockdowns happened, and then we just were stuck at home. And I remember back then I was just like, oh have I manifested that? So, and obviously, for other people it was a really bad situation and things, but just even when I say that aloud, it just sounds so stupid. But in the same time, my will was so strong, and it happened obviously in a way that I would never imagine. And I had maybe one or two things like this more happen, that kind of I was manifesting this, and it happened in a way that I would never imagine. But I felt guilty. That's the word. I feel guilty. And now when I say that to you, I realize that I feel guilty, and that's my fault, and that's my responsibility many, 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 many times. And I have to be really aware of that and take care of myself. And this is going back to the inner child, that I was always thinking something is my fault, I am responsible, because of the way how my childhood was. So going to this, I feel responsible, or I felt a bit guilty of what happened to this person. I felt guilty that perhaps not that we parted our ways. I felt really guilty for the way it happened, that I kind of never said my apologies, even though it's like I said, there's different issues, but the one thing that I would say, excuse me, I recommend, and I said this to my daughter as well, to say that about this person, and I was saying this a lot yesterday, but about this person and also about another person that I'm gonna tell you in a second. So this is Ho'oponopono. I think I've mentioned that in my previous podcast as well. Ho'oponopono is goes like this: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you think about the person and you think about the situation, that you felt angry, that you felt betrayed, or you want to apologize to someone. Maybe they are not there, maybe you are not speaking to them. Whatever the situation is, this is like a mantra. I think it's like an ancient Hawaiian thing, Hawaiian mantra, Hawaiian spell almost. No, it's not a spell, but you know what I mean. It's just, and it helps digest this. It helps the person on the other. I believe that the person on the other end understands that, feels that, and it clears the energy between you and the situation, between you and the person. So I really feel like we should just sit and just say that couple of times. If you think about a situation or a person that maybe done you wrong, and you're angry with them, or you have done them wrong, and you would like to apologize, you would like to send a good energy, not in terms of like sending you a good energy so you become better or anything, just to clear anything that is between you, any cords. Is almost like cutting those cords, not really like cutting, but kind of softening and sending this light towards them, and vice versa, so then you can feel lighter, so then you can feel like you've sent these apologies. And like I said, I was doing this a lot, and obviously you can do it in your mind, you don't have to speak it up. So I was doing this a lot towards this person who's passed away. I definitely think it helped. I think I was doing it for probably like 20 minutes when I was walking. It was just in my mind and just repeating over and over while thinking about them. And I definitely, it's like a prayer. So if we just do it just a couple of times, if you sit or in your mind, you can close your eyes and you think about this person and anything that is between you, anything that you cannot forget that this person done, and like really clear your mind, and don't try to better this person or make them understand how they hurt you. It's not about that. It's just a very clean, soft light of your forgiveness, whatever it was, your forgiveness. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And the I love you part, I think, was kind of the most difficult for me to verbalize, because I was like, I don't love this person. This is not this is not someone that I even like. And why do I need to say I love you? The I love you there is the transcendental I love you. It's the I love you send to the universe. It's the I love you have for each and every living organism, for each and every living person, as we are the one. It's not an I love you as a physical I love you you say to your, I don't know, kids or your husband or whoever or your family. As I love you to life, I love you to any emotions or anything, you know, that was connecting you to this person and taught you lessons maybe. So is different I love you. You know that there are different types of love, different types of I love you. So this is the different type of I love you. Do not make you feel kind of uncomfortable when you say that. And I think actually, because I've been talking for such a long time now, and I will tell you the story that I wanted to tell you about jealousy, and a little bit more about affirmation and manifestation in my next episode. And I'm sending a really, really big love to anyone who's lost someone or something. And I know we do a lot. Yes, and I speak to you next time. Thank you very much, my lovelies. Goodbye.